Hello, James Curley here, the suspension scientist, to highlight the study of Giancotti et al. 2019. Giancotti et al. 2019 wanted to investigate the body angle and ground reaction force it generated at different positions of a suspended row. The researchers did this by using 7 different strap lengths, from 148 centimeters to 208 centimeters, while the feet of the participants were directly under the anchor. The researchers also investigated elbow positions for different strap lengths. Extended referred to the starting position of a suspended row, and flex represented the midpoint or high position of the exercise. In addition, they had a force platform to measure the ground reaction force, or weight, the participants' feet applied to the ground, and motion analysis software to evaluate body angles for all 14 variations. The results show that the shorter the strap length, the closer the body angle was to vertical, and the more of the weight of the participant was directed to the feet and applied to the floor. For example, on average, when the strap length was 208 centimeters, the body angle was only 6 degrees, with the feet applying 32% of the participant's weight into the ground. But when the strap length was only 148 centimeters, the body angle was 36 degrees, with the feet applying 47% of the weight into the ground. With the average adult weighing 180 pounds, the difference between these two extremes is 27 pounds. As previously mentioned, the force platform measured the weight that was applied to the floor during a suspended row. However, and noted in the study, that weight is not the amount used by the intended working muscles. Returning to the first example where the strap length was 208 centimeters, the force platform measured only 32% of the body weight. That means that at 208 centimeters, the participant could use the remaining 68% of their body weight in their upper body for the suspended row. In the second example, where the strap length was 148 centimeters, the force plate read 47% of the weight, which means that at the same length, the participant could use 53% of their body weight for the suspended row. One interesting finding within the study is the difference in percentage of weight for the suspended row between the extended elbow position, which is start and end points of the exercise, and the flexed elbow position, which is the midpoint. Using the 208 centimeter strap length example, the percentage of body weight that could be utilized for the suspended row in the extended elbow position was 68%, but only 62% when in the flexed elbow position. This makes a difference of 6% of body weight between the mid and end points of the row for that length. These fluctuations were observed in each strap length and demonstrated that the resistance of suspension exercises are more dynamic and fluid than previously considered. From the analysis of the 14 positions, this study aligns really well with Melrose and Dawes 2015. Both demonstrate that the body angle is the major factor for how intense a standing suspension exercise will be. But as discussed previously, almost all suspension exercises are prescribed a strap length, and the suspension straps typically only have 2 markings, which makes the measuring of strap lengths tedious and can lead to inconsistencies. Since those factors are restricted or limited, the best way to measure the intensity of a standing suspension exercise is to measure the distance between your feet and where the straps are hanging from. The closer your feet are to the anchor, the closer your body angle is to the floor, and the greater the intensity. Similar to Melrose and Dawes 2015, Giancotti et al. 2019 also created 2 different models and a number of different equations for the suspended row, with the end product being the estimated ground reaction force and estimated body angles at different elbow positions. The main difference between the 2 models is that one incorporates body angle, while the other uses the strap length. Other variables include the participant's body mass index, and height, as well as elbow position and ground reaction force. These models and equations can be helpful in determining certain aspects surrounding the suspended row, with at least one not requiring the involvement of technical equipment to get specific data, making it more user-friendly. Based on the study, I recommend that the strap length for a particular suspension exercise be consistent from session to session, so the intensity of the exercise is the same when performed at the same distance. For example, switching from mid-length to shorten, which are the 2 most common lengths for the row, is a difference of 6 to 8 pounds of resistance. By extension, even with a consistent strap length, the body angle determines the level of intensity. The most practical way to change the body angle, and per the study, change the amount of weight and intensity for that exercise, is to move your feet toward or away from the anchor. And be sure to record that distance so you know when you're making progress over time. Thank you for watching the video, and please feel free to subscribe or follow to be notified about additional studies and content, and a link to the entire study is in the captions or in my bio.